What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Appreciate Greatness. Trying something new here. Don't have a mic, don't have the headset. Obviously, this is just like a podcast with a camera type vibe instead of the screen recording one, you know, those type of videos. So just trying something new. Like always, we're always trying to learn and try to do new things. Today we're doing the NBA awards. If I had to vote at them, this is what they'd look like. I got my computer over here. I got the list. Let's get started, man. I think I'm gonna go. We'll go like more obvious ones first. So, for Clutch Player of the Year, which I think this is a new award, brand new this year, De'Aaron Fox is head and shoulders above all other players, in my opinion. All of these fourth quarter moments he had. One that really pops out and sticks out to me in my mind is the Orlando Magic game. He hits the half court game winner. He said, I'm him, and he is him. Clutch Player of the Year. De'Aaron Fox. Second, I have Joel Embiid. He had a lot of games where I think he hit 6 or 7 game winners or game tying shots this year. He had a lot of moments this year, and that's something that is going to be factored in later for him. And then the third, I had SGA. I think he had a lot of early in the year, a lot of great moments, and he's a really good fourth quarter scorer. Coach of the Year, I have Mike Brown. Just looking at the Sacramento Kings team before the year, you don't really see them as doing much, and the way they played this year was incredible. And I think he made every single De'Aaron Fox having the best year of his career. Sabonis, Malik Monk, Keegan Murray as a rookie, just playing this perfect role. Kevin Herter. He's been fantastic. So I have him first. Second, I'm kind of at a toss up. I'm gonna go Mark Daigneault, just because of. Third is Jacques Vaughn. Just because of those trades that happened, I feel like that kind of hurts Jacques Vaughn's case a little bit. And obviously it's not his fault. And he kept them, being really, not really good, but good, even with those trades happening. And Mark Daigneault, you're taking the youngest team of all time. You're in a play-in. It's incredible what they've done. I think a lot of it, they're doing it without a center. I think a lot of credit has to go to Mark Daigneault. And Jacques Vaughn was just fantastic this year, head and shoulders above Steve Nash last year. Sixth Man of the Year. This one for me, very tough. Actually, we'll do Rookie of the Year first, since that one's very tough. Paolo, Rookie of the Year, followed by Jalen Williams, Walker Kessler. Jalen Williams obviously made it close. And early in the year, Ben Mathurin, who fell out completely of this, he was making it close. Jalen Williams, man, the efficiency, it's something we've never seen before, how efficient he is as a guard at 6'6". And a lot of Magic fans say, oh, Jalen Williams isn't, Rookie of the Year because he has Shea. Well, you look at the numbers with Jalen Williams of when he doesn't have Shea, and he's still incredible, and he's still incredibly efficient at doing so. Paolo has those numbers like a rookie LeBron, like a rookie KD, not to give him that much hype, but he has those type of numbers. And I think he's on track to a great NBA career. And I think next year he's going to take a massive jump that we're not really, in the next 2 years, he'll take a massive jump that I don't think we're really expecting. Sixth Man of the Year. I went Malcolm Brogdon originally, but I think I'm going to change it right now on spot. I have it as Malcolm Brogdon. I'm going to go Immanuel Quickley. And the biggest reason I'm giving Immanuel Quickley the edge here, it's the defense. The defensive impact he's had for the Knicks, with a Thibodeau-ran team, defense is, very important, high up there on the important scale. And he's a fantastic defender. You wouldn't think he is with his, his size, his stature, but he's incredible defensively. So I took IQ, and then I went Malcolm Brogdon, Bobby Portis, Malik Monk. I put 4 on there because I just wanted to shout out Malik Monk. Had a fantastic season. Bobby Portis also deserves a lot of respect for the year he's had. And Malcolm Brogdon has been that perfect guy. We saw him with the Bucks, 50-40-90. He wanted to take a bigger role with the Pacers. Didn't really work out. Goes to the Celtics, gets convinced to be the sixth man. He's flourished. I mean, he's been fantastic this year. Next, DPOY, Defensive Player of the Year. Give me Jaren Jackson Jr., man. One thing about Jaren is he's really been so good without really having a whole bunch of different defenders. Second is Brook Lopez. And Brook Lopez has Drew Holiday. He has Giannis there. Even though Giannis hasn't been on the defensive DPOY type year he normally is, I mean, Brook Lopez has guys around him. I have Evan Mobley at third just because of the, he can protect the rim. He can switch on to guards. He can do whatever you need him to. Jaren's kind of the same way too. But Jaren does everything. Rim protecting, anything you want to look at, any analytic you want to look at, Jaren is number one at rim protection. He's in the 99th percentile. It's incredible. Brook Lopez obviously has those guys around him, but he's had a fantastic year protecting the rim. Also, Evan Mobley, just this uber versatile guy. He's so versatile. I think that helps his case a lot. Before we do MVP, I think we're going to do the first team stuff. Or we're going all rookie first team first. All rookie first team, I have Paolo, Jalen, Benedict Mathurin, Keegan Murray, Walker Kessler. Keegan Murray deserves a lot of respect for, the kind of season he had. Walker Kessler, he my door just opened itself. That was insanely creepy. Walker Kessler had the kind of season of, traded for Rudy Gobert, played better than Rudy Gobert. And something about him, I would never have seen it. I mean, scouting him as much as I did last year, I didn't think he had this type of potential. I knew he had a lot quicker feet than what people think, and he had a lot quicker feet than what I think even. And he was just spectacular this year. This is his ceiling to me. He probably eclipsed the ceiling I had in my head for him this year. And that's why scouting's so unpredictable, but also just an incredible season from Walker Kessler. The all-rookie second team, I had Jaden Ivey, Jeremy Sohan, Shaedon Sharpe, Tari Eason, Andrew Nembhard. I don't know. I feel like, Jalen Duren, I feel like could probably made it. I love Jaden Ivey. I feel like he had a really good, complete, all-around year. I think he was really close to being able to sneak into that first team over Ben Mathurin. But I think I just got to take Ben Mathurin. He hasn't been able to hit a 3 lately, but, the season's over, so he couldn't hit a 3 at the end of the season. But Jeremy Sohan, just the defensive impact that Jeremy Sohan has is insane. Good playmaker, good rebounder. I really like him. Shaedon Sharpe had that good end of the season, end of the year, stretch without Dame. And I just think, he's got the highlights for it. Tari Eason, very underrated this year. Being on the Rockets team, he's an incredible player, man. He deserves a lot of respect. I think with the new coach, with Steven Silas heading out, I think Tari Eason's going to take over a much bigger role next year, and he's going to be great. Andrew Nembhard had an incredibly surprising year. I don't know. I didn't expect it, obviously, but was great with the Pacers, so I took him. All defensive teams. This is my favorite, I think, to pick. We're going with the guards. We got Drew and Alex Caruso. Drew, obviously, the same defender he's always been. He deserves a DPOI at some point. He's an incredible just disruptor. You're not getting by him. Alex Caruso, a disruptor. He was that leader of this Bulls team that has turned into a fantastic defensive team this year. And they struggled offensively, but Alex Caruso, man, he's been fantastic. I got Evan Mobley, Jaren Jackson Jr., Brook Lopez, the 3 DPOI candidates. I already talked about them. At all defensive second team, I had a throw up here between Derek White and Dillon Brooks. I went Derek White just because no one likes Dillon Brooks. But I understand completely if you want to go Dillon Brooks. He was fantastic defensively. Then I had OG Anunoby. He was great, 3-and-D guy. You keep thinking he's gonna eclipse what he's been and reach his ceiling. He just hasn't yet. I don't know. I think he's hit his ceiling. At the forward spots, I have Jaden McDaniels and Draymond Green. Jaden McDaniels, man, punched the wall, fractured his hand. He's gonna be out for a while from that, man. Anthony Edwards deserves so much better. We saw Rudy Gobert throw the punch on Kyle Anderson. Now Jaden McDaniels fractures his hand. But Jaden, great defensive player, had that little thing put together by the Timberwolves PR. It was awesome. And then Draymond, the leader, the catalyst of that Warriors defense. And Nick Claxton is the all-defensive second-team center. All NBA teams, I had Spida. On first team, I had Spida, Shea, Jason Tatum, Giannis, and Joel Embiid. A lot of these guards, the reason I went Spida and Shea is just because a lot of injuries happen to these guards. Not many play a lot of games. My NBA second team, and Luka is on this team. So it's Dame, Luka, LeBron, Julius Randle, Jokic. And the reason I have Luka on second team is because his team's the 12 seed. I mean, I just don't see him deserving it. Even though he had an awful team around him, I don't know. I don't like that he didn't make the playoffs. Dame's the 13 seed. All-NBA third team, I think you can make an argument for Steph being above Dame too. But Dame, just when he played, was so fantastic. So I had Steph, De'Aaron, Jimmy, Triple J, and Sabonis. I want to talk about Sabonis for a second, man. Mike Brown coming in from the Warriors and Sabonis taking over that Draymond type role for the Kings. Some of those sets are the same, some of the schemes are the same, and Sabonis has just flourished, man. It's been so awesome to watch. He's great scorer inside, great playmaker as we've seen, and I think he's leading the league in rebounds. And he's just been fantastic. So that's my All-NBA teams. Now for the moment y'all have been waiting for. Not really. I'm going MVP, Joel Embiid. Second is Giannis. Third, Jokic. I think Embiid deserves it. I think people are going to think it's a pity type deal, but he has all the moments, in my opinion. That's kind of what drives it. MVP is a lot about moments, and Joel Embiid has a ton of moments this year. Giannis was good. Jokic was good. Give me Embiid. I want to thank y'all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe. I was going to do a play-in prediction. I think, just know I'm going to go Lakers take the 7 seed, Thunder take the 8 seed, Raptors take the 8 seed, and the Heat take the 7 seed. That's my predictions. So I hope y'all enjoyed. Hopefully a new video will be up soon after the play-in about the playoff predictions. And we're going to do a lot of reacting during the playoff. And we have a few more videos kind of like the Jalen Williams one soon to come. So I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, please leave it a like, subscribe, and share it with one friend. Just one. That's all you got to do. I'll see y'all later. Peace.